Hello and welcome. My name is Tiffany Grove with My Wellness Grove. So just find a nice, comfortable seated position for your meditation today. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, release, let it go. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness today. Maybe it's in the shoulders, maybe it's in the neck, maybe it's in the back. Wherever it may be, we're just going to take a few deep breaths here to soften, to release, and to let go. So taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Expanding the chest, expanding the heart, expanding the belly. So you can take the right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Noticing the breath, noticing the heartbeat. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release, and let it go. So we're going to just drop those hands by the side if you'd like to. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. You can keep the eyes open if you want to, or close, whatever feels good here. And then we're just going to start to notice. Taking a few deep breaths. Taking inventory of what's going on in the mind and the body. So using the breath to anchor us, let's take 3 deep belly breaths. Just opening, expanding, and letting go. So notice if you're holding on to anything in the mind. Maybe it's a story, maybe it's a pattern or a habit. But wherever it may be, whatever you may be thinking about, we're just going to take a deep breath here, focusing, noticing, and then just understanding it for what it is. Maybe a story, maybe a pattern, it may be a habit. Use the breath. Anchor yourself here, and then just start to notice. Take the next few breaths to notice where the mind wanders. Do you have a story? Maybe a story from childhood. Maybe a story you told yourself as you started to grow up as an adolescent. Or maybe it's a story you told yourself as an adult based upon certain circumstances or life, how you perceive it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. And then I want you to notice if your story is based in reality. Maybe it did happen. Maybe part of it happened. Or maybe it's something you completely made up, something that you fear might happen. Sit here with that for the next few breaths. here, let it go. So I want you to notice if it is a habit. So a lot of the times we have subconscious habits that we go into. So noticing if you start to go there. And then again, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, begin to release. So noticing again if it's a habit. And then noticing if that habit is based in reality or if it's just a story we've told ourselves. Sitting here for a few moments, breathing here into this space. Releasing here into this space and letting it go. So again, just noticing where the mind begins to wander when the body stops. Taking a nice deep breath here. And then just notice if it's a pattern. Sometimes we go into a pattern. Sometimes our stories become a pattern, or our habits become a pattern. But we just go into them. Sometimes we don't know why. Maybe it's been what we've been taught from childhood. Maybe some past traumas there. Or maybe it's just something you subconsciously do for whatever reason. But wherever you are, we're just going to take a nice deep breath here and begin to notice. So we're going to take the left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly this time. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back. And then just start to notice here. Start to release here. Letting it go. You can keep the hands where they are, bring them back by the side. Focusing on the breath here. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. Release the shoulders. Release the neck and back. So start to notice where the mind goes when the body stops. Use the breath as your anchor here. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. So notice where the mind starts to wander. Noticing any patterns, habits, or stories. And then using the breath to move it through. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go here. So coming back again to your stories. Notice if something starts to pop up here. Sometimes we pick up stories from childhood, from our parents or people we love. So breathing here into this space, releasing here and letting it go. If you notice that nothing starts to pop up in the mind, this is okay too. Just using the breath to work through the body. Breathing here. Releasing here and letting it go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. And then notice if you have any habits that start to pop up. Maybe your mind goes to your to-do list, or maybe it goes to something that you forgot to do in your house. Maybe it goes to a conversation you've had. Just notice the habits that you start to create, that you start to form here. Take a nice deep breath here. Begin to notice. Release and let it go. And then start to notice where the mind wanders when the body stops. We're going to take 10 deep belly breaths here. Noticing. Releasing. And letting go. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. Start to feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Take a nice deep breath in here. Opening and expanding the chest. Releasing and letting go. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go here. So again, just breathing here into this space. Releasing here into this space. Take a nice deep belly breath in, expanding the lungs, expanding the chest. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Open the heart, release and let go. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go here. So staying with the breath, but noticing where the mind starts to wander, if it starts to wander. Becoming aware of what we start to do when we lose focus. So take a nice deep breath in. Notice if you start to have a pattern that comes up. Maybe it's something you've always done and you're not very aware of it. Your mind just goes there when the body stops. And then just notice it for what it is. Sitting with it for a moment. And then just breathing here into this space. Releasing here into this space. And just letting it go. Open up, expand. So coming back to that breath, we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. And we're just going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go out the mouth. So noticing if you want to close the eyes here, you can close the eyes. Noticing what's happening in the body. Noticing what's happening throughout the body. Breathe here. Release here. So again, if you want to take that right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly, you can do that. Start to focus on the breath, taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release those shoulders, release the neck and back. Breathe. Release. Let it go. And then if you want, you can bring those hands by the side. Start to notice where the mind starts to go. Notice any distractions. Notice any patterns or habits or stories. We're just going to end out the class with 10 deep belly breaths. Finding this full expansion here. And then just opening, releasing, and letting go. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. Notice where the mind starts to go when the body stops. Breathe into this space. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. Breathe here. Release here. So again, coming back to that breath, I want you to notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the body. We're going to take a nice deep breath there. Send the breath to those tighter tension spots. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release, let it go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Expanding the chest, expanding the lungs, expanding the belly here. Using the breath to move through the body. Releasing anything that you're holding on to in the body. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. So using the breath to anchor yourself. Using the breath to move through the body, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. Breathe here. Release here. So notice where the mind starts to go when the body stops. Notice if you have any patterns, if you have any habits, or if you have any stories that your mind goes to. Breathe here, sit with this for a moment. If you want, you can take that left hand out to the heart, right hand to the belly. Notice as your heart's beating here. Notice as your chest rises and expands. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release, let it go. You can drop those hands down by the side if you'd like to. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Grounding yourself with a nice deep breath in through the nose. We're going to start to bring those hands to heart center. I'd like to thank you for being here today. Again, my name is Tiffany Grove. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Namaste.